The annual Inglis Chairman Sale attracted the who's who of the racing and Bloodstock community last night. Let's cross to Sebastian Hutch, General Manager of Bloodstock Sales and Marketing for Inglis. A very good morning to you, my friend. How did last night go?
Morning, guys. It was pretty spectacular. I mean, we had a beautiful group of mares to sell, and the demand for those mares was quite extraordinary.
It was all black tie in parts too, wasn't it? It's quite a flash night.
Yeah, we try and make it something a little bit different. It's an event. I mean, obviously, people work very hard to prepare horses for sale, and we want to try and make the sale itself something of a celebration. We had some incredible mares to sell. Celebrity Queen, in her time, Pippi, arguably three of the fastest mares in recent memory in Australia, and, they sold incredibly well, and it was a great spectacle.
It's been quite a year, hasn't it? Because last year everything got cancelled. I've been with you the whole way, Sebastian. We were in Sydney, of course, with the Classic Sale, then Melbourne with the Premier Sale. The Easter Sale went off, and this one was cancelled last year as well. So this sense of normalcy has been wonderful for not only Inglis but the whole industry.
I think the pandemic, obviously it's been hugely challenging for a lot of people, but what it has done, and credit to the racing authorities in Australia, they've been able to keep the sport going. It was a great window for people to see into our sport and how much fun it is, and consequentially now that things are starting to relax to an extent, it's encouraged people to get involved that may not have been involved before or may have been involved in the past and getting back involved again. And we've seen evidence of it right the way through the year. New investors, domestic investors seeing all that's good about the sport and having a good time buying stock, and there's nowhere in the world people would rather race horses than in Australia.
And we do see some of the prices, particularly around Easter, $2.5 million for that Snitzel colt and so on. But when you think of the way that syndications can be put together and the way that people can buy horses micro ownership, you do not need to be a multi to get on board. You can get on board at any level these days.
Oh, there are a lot of great stories. We saw a number of them last night. Pippi won an Oakley Plate and a Moyer Stakes and was bought as a yearling at the Classic Sale for $60,000 and was sold last night for $1.8 million. In her time, could have been bought at the Classic Sale for $40,000 and sold last night for $2.2 million. People talk about a good horse being able to change your address. Well, there's probably good evidence of it right there.
Oh, absolutely, and you can have a lot of fun along the way. Anything else from last night really caught your eye or ear?
The sale was top last night with Celebrity Queen. She won the Oakley Plate this year, dead heated in the Oakley Plate. A rare gem of a mare to be sold at public auction by Bob and Sandra Peters. They're not just amongst the best breeders in Australia, they're amongst the best breeders in the world. So to have an opportunity to sell a mare like that for those people was fantastic. And Coolmore bought her for $2.5 million. Bidding was frenzied, as you'd expect. And, right the way through the night, there were some fantastic prices. We turned over $28 million, or in excess of $28 million for a catalogue over 60 mares. It was a pretty special night and great to be part of.
Yeah, congratulations. We saw a few shots there of Mark Webster, your CEO. Would have been a nervous few days because that case, or the two cases of COVID in Sydney, thankfully didn't affect you guys too much, but it must have been a nervous time.
You take pragmatic steps. Unfortunately, it's something we've all gotten used to, having to adjust and adapt to changing circumstances, and we're very fortunate to have a world-class facility here that allowed us to do so, and everybody's very understanding about it, and last night went off without a hitch.
Good on you, Sebastian. Thanks for coming on the show.
Pleasure, thank you.